Welcome into another view of Huck's World. Today we want to do a video review on the Moto 362 and the Galaxy Gear S. We're not going to go too deep off into the specs or anything like that, but we will be talking about some of the differences and some of the similarities, and we want to just talk a little bit about its uniqueness. Now, the Moto 360 was the first watch with a circular design, and the Gear S was the first watch with a cellular within a smartwatch, which made it a standalone smartwatch, which makes both of these watches very unique in their own right. Now, the Moto 360 has a quad-core processor, whereas the Gear S has a dual-core processor. Now, just in case you didn't know, this is the Moto 360 2, this is the Gear S. Both watches are beautiful. Now, it's a Super AMOLED display. A very beautiful, very sharp. It's a 360 by 480 display. This video will not do it justice. This one here has a 360 by 330 display. It's an LCD display. Now it's not as sharp as the Gear S, but yet it's still a very nice display. This is my daily driver. I wear this every day. Often I switch up. This watch is mainly used for at home when I'm doing the yard. Why? Because the music functionality is different between these two watches. What do I mean? Well, both watches can control your music on your phone. But the Moto 360 is a standalone music player as well as the Gear S, but I don't like the fact that when you sync Google Music over, it syncs it into albums, which means that I don't have the control that I would like to have over my music. And I need a standalone music player because a lot of times I don't want to carry my phone with me when I'm doing the yard. So with the Gear S, you can get a third-party app. It's called Playlist Player, and you can customize your music. Not only can you customize it, you got repeat, you got, I just got to show you. Take a look at this. This is it right here. It's a playlist player. This is the music. This is the playlist. You can also Bluetooth it. You can repeat. You got shuffle. You can set this as a ringtone. You cannot do that with the Moto 360. The Moto 360 is nice, but that feature alone, I just had to buy it. Now, I bought the Moto 360 2 first because of its design. They changed it a little bit from the original. They put lugs on here. They moved the home button to the 2 o'clock position. They put the pins in like Samsung had in the Galaxy Gear 2. And they made the back here, the back plate here, out of glass. It's nice. Very nice. The Gear S I bought simply because it has a speaker, which means that I can listen to my music. I love it. Now I can answer phone calls from here without having to have a Bluetooth tied to my ear. You cannot do that with this one. This one here, you need a Bluetooth. So I like listening to my music out loud. Sometimes when I'm on hold, I'm able to just switch over to my watch and continue to do business as usual. And that's what I like about the Gear S. So the Moto 360 did not have a speaker, and it wasn't a deal breaker. I bought the watch anyway. But something said I needed one with a speaker, and I went ahead and I got the Gear S. I got a good deal on it. The Moto 360, this is a 46 millimeter. You'll get this watch for, right now is $349. The Gear S you can find right now anywhere in between $250 and $350. Both watches are great buys. Now the watch faces on these two watches are different too, as well as the App Store. The App Store on the Gear S is very weak, very minimal. Most of their apps you have to pay for, whereas with the Moto 360, their App Store, you can get a lot. The watch faces are nice on both watches. Which one has the better watch faces? I'm going to have to say the Moto 362. Now the Galaxy Gear S by all means do have nice watch faces, but not as many, and most of them are not nowhere near as nice. Now this is the Moto 360. I'll just show you a couple of the watch faces. They're very nice. A lot of them are interactive as well. Very different. Very nice, very unique in design compared to the Galaxy Gear S. And you got a lot of these watch faces are free. Now, I can't say that about the Galaxy Gear S. I cannot say that about the Galaxy Gear S. Not at all. Now, the Galaxy Gear S, yes, this is one of the watch faces that come on the watch. Now, this is an inactive watch face. Gives you information. I mean, you can tap it and get the weather, stuff like that. That's cool and fine. But on the App Store, if you go into the App Store, they don't have a lot of nice watch faces. They don't. And these probably are the best watch faces that they have. This is it. Even on the App Store, that they're nice, but not as nice as Android Wear. And you got to admit, that always on display mode is cold. So with the Moto 360, with the always on, you can look at your time at a glance. You don't have to keep trying to flick your wrist in order to get it to come on. Whereas with the Gear S now, the Gear S works a lot fluid in the wrist motion, but the Moto 360 isn't that great. So the always on kind of takes care of that problem. Now, both make phone calls. The only difference is the Moto 360 more so doesn't come with a dialer built in. You have to get a third-party app to get a dialer, which that's cool. Other than that, you can use Google Now to make phone calls off your watch. Whereas with the Gear S, it comes with a dialer. Yes, it does. Comes with a dialer. And there you go. You dial the number you want and take it from there. Now, this is also the app tray for the Galaxy Gear S. Look at that. Group nice. Not only that, their messages are grouped differently. The messages are grouped differently. This is it here. You got your Google app, you got your email, you got your messages, you got Gmail. They're all grouped into one, which is nice. Now, you can go over and see the rest of them. It's got widgets. Then it has more information over here, like your music player. I think Samsung did a good job with setting this up. I also think that Motorola did a great job with the Moto 360 as well. But there's one thing to remember. With the Gear S, you can only use it with Samsung devices. With Android Wear, you can use it with most Android devices. Both watches are great buy. They do exactly what they were intended to do, and that was to give you notifications. You can't beat that. The fitness trackers on both of them are very good. And the music quality so far as Bluetooth is very good as well for working out. But it's all about choices, and it's all about preference. Which one is for you? You be the judge. And as always, we will see you at the next video.